Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the visiting lecture today with DMI St. Baptist University, Malawi. Welcome to the Honorable Mr. Ronald Nayeja, PhD, as a lecturer from DMI St. Baptist University, Malawi. As well, the topic today is consumer public relation, and for today's session is being live streamed on the University STEKOM YouTube channel. And now I will lead our agenda this afternoon. First, we will start class presentation by Dr. Ronald, continue with the Q&A session after already presentation, and in the next session, we have time for documentation, and last time is closing. Yeah, let's begin. We will start class delivered by Mr.
Thank you so much for the introduction. I hope you're able to hear me. I'm Ronald Nayeja from DMI St. I've got PhD in Business Administration. I think this is my fourth times to do public lecturing. Today, I am doing a public lecturing, and it will be called Consumer Public Relations. A consumer, it's an end user, and the other word for a consumer or another interchanging word from a consumer is called a customer. And we know that most of the people, they don't see the difference between marketing and how can you make a better relationship with the customers or the consumers who are the end users. First of all, I think I will need to introduce to you the definition about when we are saying what is a consumer. But before I go there, we need to know about the public relation may sound a lot like in term marketing, but it is more important to distinguish between the two things. In a consumer public relation, you are building a business reputation in an issues about the customer brand awareness. You are focusing much on increasing the business revenue. By doing that, you are making sure that you're building a better relationship with the customers who are the end users as consumers. So it is recommended that public relations should make sure that they have got some organizations or companies that have got marketing tactics in order to make sure that their consumers are happy or they're successful. And you are making people to be more willing to purchase the products and services, more willing and more interested. Um, the importance of why should an organization focus much on building a relationship between the buyer and to them as the sellers? It is more important because, as you can see, it helps the relationship because information about the customer perception and organization in terms of their products are easily collected. The customers are able to know what the organization are selling, and also the consumers are able to know that if I go to this an organization, these are the products that I'm going to find or services available. And by doing so, it builds a relationship between a consumer and also a customer, and also it puts on what is called competitive advantages. The other importance of a consumer relationship, as a company, when you build a relationship well with the consumers, it is strengthening your relationship, which can cause sometimes the customers to take some products or services at a discount because you are into a good rapport, you are in a good relationship, and the customers can come and they can make some discounts. They can take the product on discounts, or they can take on layby because you know them, you are able to know them. The other thing is about when you have got a better relationship with the consumers, you are able also to add by giving them some gifts, and also some what I said already are like discounts and some promotions. We may be aware that I think next month we are going to be approaching some Christmas events, and you know that when you're going to build a better relationship with your consumers or customers, organizations are able to send some gifts to their consumers, to their customers, in order to allow the customers or the consumers to know that the organization that are with them. So some they send some different gifts as a token of an appreciation and also to build a better relationship, which has already been with them already. Now, when you have built a better relationship with your consumers, what will happen? What will be the advantage by doing that as an organization, or as a company, or as an institute? The first advantage, you'll be able to collect some complaints about your customers because customers are no longer fearing you. You are in a better relationship. So if you have got some complaints, for example, I've got other companies and organizations that have got some suggestion box where customers can go and do some complaints. They can raise their grievances, and their grievances and complaints that are going to be resolved amicably. The other thing is about, it's easy to communicate to your consumers when you're in a good relationship with them, when you've introduced a new product on the market. Under product life cycle, we have got an introduction of a product. A product can grow and a product can mature, and also a product can decline. At the stage of an introduction of a product which is new on the market, which has just been introduced or manufactured, it will be so simple in your customer database, whereby you can send the messages through emails or through the phones or SMS to the customers as an awareness that I think you have introduced another new product so that the customers can be aware and start buying that product. So that one will act as an A plus to you. The other advantage, it's about you are able to meet customers' needs and expectations. We always say in marketing that you are existing in the market so that you should meet the customers' expectations and their needs. If you meet their expectation and their needs, you have not delivered what they wanted on the market. And it can be so simple and easy for you to be put it out on the market. The other thing is about it assists an organization to retain more customers. You have got more customers because at this stage, customers are so loyal to you. We call it customer loyalty. And under customer loyalty, it's like customers, they use word of mouth whereby they can talk good about the organization. They can talk good about the relationship and the treatment which you are giving unto them. And that is why under customer care marketing and under consumer, we always say the way how we handle people matters a lot. The way how we treat our customers, the way how we talk to our customers matters a lot. Because what we are saying to them, or the way how we are handling them, or the way how we are receiving it to them, they can take that message double to tell their client, to tell their friends or to tell their relatives about how bad and how good the organization you are in terms of receiving the customers, the consumers. The other one is about it build your brand. Your brand is built whereby people are able to connect how you are and how related you are in terms of wishing and treating the customers with a good customer care etiquette. The other one is becomes so simple and so easy to promote your organization and also your product because customers are so loyal. When the customers are so loyal, what will happen to you? They will come automatically, and that will increase what I call sales. When the sales has been increased, it also means that the revenues is going to be increased. When the revenues has been increased, it means that profit margin of that organization, that company, will also be increased. And also, we have got a brand reputation outside. So these are some of the advantages of having a better relationship with the consumers. Customers, it's very, very important for an organization to make sure that you are receiving a feedback from the consumers because we all say under marketing, feedback are very vital. They're very important. We know sometimes we normally want to be receiving positive feedback, but sometimes it is also good to receive negative feedback from the consumers because when you are receiving negative feedback from the consumers, those feedback will assist us on how to polish ourselves and to treat them in a better way next time, and also to improve on areas of customer care and also customer care skills. So those are the things that they will help an organization to be attracted and also to be improved. Now, why should an organization focus much on not only selling the product or not only marketing the product or service, but also they should make sure that they're having a better rapport or a good relationship with their own customers or consumers. Why? What are the objectives? So those are the objectives. The objective of CRM or consumer relationship programs, number one, sales optimization. The sales are going to be up. You will sell much because customers are loyal. They are happy the way how you are treating them. The other one, you have got what is called retaining establishment with customers. Customers, they will not run away from you because they're so excited and they're very happy. The way how you are handling unto them, and you keep them in your customer database. If you had 200 customers in 2024 and in 2025 I've got 100 customers, then it means something is not okay. But if you've got 200 customers in 2024 and in 2025 I've got also 200 customers, it means you have retained the customers. The customers are loyal, they are happy with the treatment that you are giving into them. You have built a better relationship with them. And the other one is about it improve the customer satisfaction. The customers are satisfied. They're satisfied with the way how you talk to them, the way how you have given a channel or a room that they may give you feedback on how they have relate your service, how they have relate your product, and also how they have relate your services. The other one is about it improve what is called quality and transparency. You know, sometimes organizations and companies, when they're producing some goods, they compromise on quality. And you may not know that you are compromising on quality unless you have received a feedback from the customers. So when you have received that feedback from the customers, it means customers are becoming transparent to you. They're telling you on areas that you're supposed to work out. And the other one is about market optimization. Market optimization, it's about issues about customers that are very loyal. Wherever you go, they're going to do marketing. Wherever you go and wherever they are going to go, they are going to do marketing on your behalf. So customers that are so accommodated, they are so open, they are able to receive feedback from the customers. They are working on improving. They have got a better relationship with their own customers. These are the customers. I mean, these are organizations whereby they don't struggle a lot because they themselves, as the consumers and the customers, wherever they're going to go, they are going to be marketing your products and services by using the word of the mouth. The other one is about it gives an opening new target markets. So you find out the sales are going to increase double, and also the marketing is going to increase double. And in your customer database, for sure, customers are going to join your institution because not any consumer or a customer that can be very happy not to be treated in a better way when they went in a certain shop and they're looking to buy a product or a service because they are using their own money and they feel like they're thinking, why should I have to be treated in a wrong way when I'm using my own money? So these are some of the objective of CRM, customer relation programs. The other one is about um, how can an organization plan about consumer relationship programs? How can an institution plan about CRM? So customers or organization, you can find your consumer. When you're saying consumer, I majored in marketing in my first degree. Let me give you a difference between a customer and a consumer. A customer can be someone who can buy something but without using it. And a consumer is someone who is using that product, an end user. So a customer sometimes can be just a customer, or he can be a customer and also he can be a consumer. For example, someone who can go to a shop and buy pork, but he doesn't eat pork, and he has given someone to prepare pork. And the one who is preparing pork, he eat pork, that one is a consumer, an end user. But the one who went to buy pork in a shop, it's just a customer, has just bought a pork, but he's not an end user. But simultaneously, sometimes someone can be a customer and also can be an end user. You can be someone who eat pork, you can go and buy a pork on yourself in a shop, meat, and you can prepare for yourself and you eat. So you're both a consumer and also you're both a customer. Now, there has to be planning, how plan strategies on how you can reach out to your consumer. So where do you reach your consumer? In 21st century, like a good example, what we're doing now, maybe without these gadgets, without technology, I was not much knowing about STEKOM physically, but we're able to interact online due to technology. Now, technology is coming in again to make sure that the organization should plan that they should have a better relationship with their own consumers. And by doing it so, that's why we find out organizations they are using TV by putting adverts in the newspaper, advert in the newspaper, on TV, on the radio, on Instagram, on WhatsApp, on TikTok, on emails and text messages. All these things, they want a customer to be informed, to be aware on what is happening. And by doing that, and in some organizations have introduced some app, customer relationship interaction app. Some that have introduced chatbots, whereby you send a message and you are interacting with the customer. The customer is able to respond to you. You are able to tell them maybe if you are maybe you are working in the public sector and you're in water utility, maybe a certain section part of that country, water or electricity won't be available. You're sending them an alert, a message, or maybe in the communication that tomorrow maybe you have an interference of network. They're able to send SMS messages, and by chatbots, some customers are able to reply, interacting. By doing that, you are building a better relationship between a better rapport between you yourself and the consumers. So this, I think, by doing that, you are having a customer relationship, which will make sure that it will encourage the business to grow faster and also to gain new customers and also to retain the customers that were already existing. When we are talking about these things, the planning number one, it will assist in delivering the life resistance, assistance of boosting the customers' engagement. Customers will be more engaged because you are interacting with them and they feel honored, they feel like they are part and parcel of that organization. By doing that relationship, this will also assist that other companies, if you're working, other consumers, if your company or organization, you are into telecommunication or into banking, you have opened yourself that consumers can come and buy shares. You find customers are coming and buying shares because there was a good uh, boosting customer engagement. And also issues about technology, which I've already said, that will assist both ways in the sense of finding other new customers, marketing your products, and also interacting with customers in a simple and in a better way. So we are using what I call automated customer support to make sure that customers are happy. So the use of the phones, the use of the TikTok chatbots, issues of Facebook, issues of emails, issues about SMS messages, all those things, you are trying to make sure that problems are being avoided and your customers are engaged and you are making it more profitable. At the same time, your customers also are happy because in in marketing, we always make sure that the customer should win. Why? Because the customer is a king or is a queen, and you make sure that customers are always happy. Now, customers, when you are doing rapid and fast communication, this plays a pivotal way that customers are going to be happy, they're going to be engaged. And nowadays, those examples that I was giving on technology, issues like we are now in transit, that we are no longer using what I call coding or traditional marketing, but we are using what I call digital marketing. So, like here in Malawi,
I apologize for your disturbing. Can you share screen your PowerPoint?
sorry,
Can you share screen your PowerPoint, sir?
you are able to hear me?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
So you
please
want me to,
share your PPT.
or you are not able to see the PPT?
Yeah.
Manosi sakuoneka ndio upange attach manotes jamaa pange antizos.
Okay. Let me. How about you're able to see?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. So I was about to go to slide number. I was just trying to emphasize on slide number 12. But the thing is about the technology in the sense of making use of the technology, issues about chatbots, SMS messages, phones, emails, to make sure that the customers are more engaged. So on that one, those are called digital technologies. And by doing that, I think it assists a lot in the sense of making sure that there is what is called rapid and fast communication. And also, like when you are doing that, the customers are so more entertained because you are sharing, like, for example, you find out other organizations, they put some music and videos to entertain their customers, to make sure that the customers are engaged, they have settled, they are very happy. So you find organizations nowadays that are engaging or they're providing some entertainment part. So they can engage by involving musicians, footballers, people that are into drama, to make sure that the customers should feel relaxed, feel happy, should feel that there's a better rapport, there's a better relationship between them and the organization. So the other part which is causing relationship to be there in the 21st century is about what we're saying, social medias. So the social media, it's a part whereby it is increasing the customers to be satisfied. So on slide number 13, we're talking about issues about using the WhatsApp, issue of any gadgets that we are using into our countries to make sure that there is a, if I call you, chances are very high that you may, in communication, they say when you are calling someone, psychologically, you should expect that someone can pick the call or not picking the call. But nowadays, when you have just sent a text message, it seems like it's simple and easiest way of making your customers to be alive. So you can chat and you can relate with your customers when you are involving those songs. So these are some of the examples that you can build a better relationship with your consumers, the customers. So we're talking about emails, website, phone technologies, text messages, web chat, social media, and also video messaging. So all these things, organization in 21st century, they should position themselves to make sure that they are using this tool in technology. As an organization, you need to have what is called the email like you use what are called the you need to be using an institution email. Everybody has got an institute email. Website, every organization should have got a website whereby consumers can be able to see, or everybody can be able to see what you're offering in the market, your products, and also your services. Issues about video messaging and also text messages. So these are the things that organizations should inline themselves using this tool to make sure that they're just, making it to be an A plus, to have a better relationship with their own consumers. The last part, we are talking about business communicate very well by having the customers that are very happy, that are very representative. But how can customers or consumer represent you if you don't engage them? And how can the consumers engage you if there's no any good relationship? So my topic of my presentation was about there has to be consumer public relations. There has to be a good relationship between the organization and the buyer and the end user. What are the tools that can make the buyer, the consumers, the end users to have a good relationship with the organization? Website, chat box, WhatsApp, emails, and etc., etc., etc. So that was my presentation today. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you so much for your presentation, Dr. Ronald. And we will go to the next session of Q&A. For our participant, if you have any question for the speaker, please add them to the chat or you can raise your hand. Okay, for our first question, we have 3 questions from student. For first, what are some key difference between consumer public relation and traditional public relation strategy? Thank you.
The difference between the consumer public relations and the traditional public relations strategies. Consumer public relations, you are trying to make sure that you are checking your customers and you are in good books with your customers, and you are using the modern ways, whereby the traditional, it's about you are using the old strategies or old ways. A good example for good ways or new ways or 21st century ways that we are using now. We are using phones, we're using internet, we're using emails, we're using Facebook, we're using TikTok, we're using anything that is coming now. In those old traditional ways, they are not available. Like, for example, here, we used to be writing letters for applying for jobs. We used to be posting letters. We had no any phones. We had no any issues about emails. So that's the difference now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. And then the second, how can consumer public relation help with brand loyalty, especially into the competitive market?
A very good question from Kenan. Nowadays, I think the marketing is very stiff. There's much competition outside there. And if you are not careful, you find out if you are shouting at your customers, you are not treating your customers in a good way, you are very rude, you are showing emotions, and you keep on changing day in, you are happy, tomorrow you are not happy. Customers will leave you in a professional way. So when you are treating customers very well, you are not shouting at them, you are giving them what they want, you are treating them at a faster pace, that one will assist you to keep with them. When you are keeping them, it means that the customers are very low and they can't go outside. And by that doing that, there's a connection between treating customers well, having a better relationship with the customers, and what we're saying, customer loyalty.
Okay, thank you. And then we have 2 questions again from student. And then the next question, what role does social media play in consumer public relation, and how can brand effectively leverage it to reach their audience? Thank you.
Much as we have talked about that social media is bringing a negative, a positive impact to the consumer relationship. But sometimes also this question, if you don't have, like what I was presenting last time, I was talking about public relations. It is an office of public relations, customer care and marketing to check, because some messages and some feedback, some consumers or some customers, they are using social media in a negative way by trying to traumatizing and bullying, taking negative words to the organization to themselves as consumers or as customers. So it is our responsibility to check, to filter them, to check and to make sure that the negative comments and everything that can affect a business and which is an organization, and also to the other consumers, I think it's not being promoted, because that one, I think it's not good. So you need to learn how to handle negative customer feedback that has been taken in the public spaces.
Okay, thank you. And then the next, what are some effective strategy in consumer public relation for building trust and long-term loyalty with customer, especially in an era of digital media where customer expectations are constantly evolving? Thank you.
It's very, very important. Nowadays, I think digital media has been used, and if you don't train yourself to know the strategies of consumer public relation on building a trust and a long-term loyalty, you will miss the customers' want, expectations, and need. And if you miss them, it means you are losing what is called customer retention, and they'll keep on going. So organization and everybody who is into business, you need to master about the digital marketing, issues about any technology which is coming in, anything that can make the customers to be served in a better way, anything that is coming as a technology to make the customer to be very happy. Organization need to master it. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you. And then the last question, how can company effectively handle negative consumer feedback in public space like social media? And what role does transparency play in maintaining a strong brand reputation? Thank you. That's all.
Okay. Like before I come here, I was deciding to which topic should I have to bring in. I wanted to bring another topic about propagandas. Propagandas in marketing, you've got issues about propagandas. Some propagandas, they are negative and they're very bad, and they're being used on the social medias. And um, how can you handle negative feedback that are being in the social medias? Like I said earlier on, that companies and organizations need to have departments, people that are so professional, that have been sent to be trained. And in that training, you focus much about dealing with the people that are so bully, people that are teasing customers, issues about spamming, hacking, talking abusive languages. How can you handle those things? So there is a proper professional training whereby everybody who's under customer care, public relations, they are taught what to do. Because you can block such kind of customers, you may delete their numbers, you can call them, you don't interact with them on the social medias. You interact with them by using your own mobile phone number, by calling them that, by giving them a feedback that I think what they're doing is negative and it's not supposed to go in public and on the social media. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much for answering. I think it's very clear answer from Professor. Yeah, before we close this event, for our participant, please open your camera. We will take a picture on the count of three. 1, 2, 3. Okay, another one. 1, 2, 3. Thank you. Thank you for your cooperation. Finally, we come to the end of visiting lecture today. We would like to thank you for Dr. Ronald Nayeja for the wonderful information and sharing your knowledge. We hope this information will be beneficial for all participants. At least we hope to have more collaboration in the future with the STE University Malawi. The visiting lecture for today and here. We have to see you soon.
Thank you. Thank you very much.